Vice Prime Minister Olmert, Minister Herson, Benny Aljan, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to receive this award here today, an award for hope, from friends who know the meaning of despair. Let me just tell you why this honor means so much to me. I did not learn about the Holocaust in school or in any other place when I grew up. I did not really understand what happened until I came to America. And even today, I'm still learning. Just when I think I've heard stories so horrible they cannot be surpassed in barbarity, I hear and read something even more inhumane and more inexplicable and incomprehensible. But as I say, I did not know these things for many years. My father was in the Second World War. He fought in many different fronts, but he never talked to me about the war. My mother, however, once told me something what happened to her when she was 17 or 18 years old. She was a young secretary in a town called Mützzuschlag. She went to work one day. It was after the Anschluss, when Austria was absorbed into Germany. She was going to work one morning and she was stunned by what she saw. Along the side of the road, she saw the bodies of people that were shot to death. When she got into work, she rushed straight to her superior and she told him about the awful sight that she just witnessed. She was horrified and she was outraged and she was very upset. And the man who was her superior said to her, "If you complain one more time, or if you mention this story ever again, I cannot guarantee your safety." What she saw that morning was only a tiny sliver of a much larger, darker truth. Some people in this room experienced that dark truth firsthand. People like Sigi Hart, who was in Auschwitz, in Bergen-Belsen, and other camps. Michelle Kleiner, who works with me at the governor's office, she met Sigi. She met him just before the March of the Living back in 1996. She loves him for his compassion. She reveres him for his witness to history. He was taken to his first camp at the age of 17. Until he was on that train to Auschwitz, he had always been with his mom and dad. He says he grew up overnight, alone on that train. What unspeakable things Sigi witnessed, and yet he's still able to say that we're all children of God and made out of the same material. What grace. When Sigi's grandchildren were young and vulnerable, they would ask him what those numbers were on his arm. And he would gently say they were to help him to remember his telephone number. What kindness. We can ask how the inhumanity of Auschwitz could happen. But we can also ask, how is it that all the evil of Auschwitz could not destroy the goodness of a man like Sigi Hart? How is it that he was able to fall in love with another survivor and together build a close, happy family of their own, with a son, with a daughter, and with grandchildren? It is like after a terrible fire, when a seedling sprouts up and in defiance and hope begins to renew the forest. That is what the survivors have done. So if you would permit me, I would like to accept this award for hope, in honor of those who truly know the meaning of that word. And I want to say something directly to the survivors here tonight. And I want you to know this in your heart. When you are gone, we will still go back. We will go back to Auschwitz. We will go back to Dachau. We will go back to Treblinka and all the other places. We will go back and we will remember you. Never again will you be alone on a cold night in that boxcar on a train to Auschwitz. We will be with you. Your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and grandchildren for many generations to come will have their arms around you and will hold you. We will go back and we will remember. We will remember what you suffered. We will remember what you lost. We will remember what you hoped and what you dreamed. We will remember what you gave us and what you taught us. We will remember your story. We will never forget. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
What a great speech.